In July 2009, my ex-boyfriend set my house on fire with me and my children in it, killing 2 of my sons.
And when I exited the vehicle, he was standing in the middle of the road with a knife, and that's when I started to run, and he chased after me with a knife. He grabbed me by my face and took an electrician's knife and sliced me from lip to cheek. It was 1/8 of an inch of being all the way through. Then when I started to try to run away from him again, he grabbed me once again by my ponytail and said to me, "Say goodbye, this is your last breath."
Me and my son had to kind of go into hiding for quite a while, and it really helped to know that I could call somebody else and get help to go into a safe house, or I could call them if I was on the side of the road and my abuser was circling around me, because the cops don't always get there as quick as you need them to be.
I think this community needs to know that we do have distress, families in distress in this community. And it's easy to say, well, you know, this is a small community, people have been here forever, that kind of stuff doesn't happen here. But that's not true. It does happen, and when it does, people need help.
I would describe the Women's Resource Center as a place where women and children can go and be safe. Women that are being battered or having problems in their lives.
The mission of the Women's Resource Center is to end domestic and sexual violence in our community. The Women's Resource Center provides comprehensive services to adults and children who have been victims of domestic and sexual violence. We provide 24-hour access to a hotline. We do counseling. We have safe housing and transitional housing. We have our own support groups, and we also go to court. We provide civil legal representation. The Women's Resource Center has a very positive relationship with the local Scranton Police Department. We work with all the police departments in our communities, and we rely heavily on being able to rely on the police to help keep individuals safe, and they rely on us as a place to refer adults and children that are being injured in their own home.
Well, I think the Women's Resource Center is essential to helping individuals, women in our community that wouldn't necessarily have any other people to stand up for them. Well, I think they understanding of what individuals in need, survivors are going through, because some of them have been there, they have their specific training that to get the survivors through their life-changing issues that they're having, to give them that extra hand that maybe has been holding them down previously, and then now they're starting to lift these individuals up so that they can get the help and support that they need to change their lives for the better.
Legal representation is so important because, again, so many people can't afford attorneys. If you think about it this way, you don't have an attorney, you walk into court. It might be the first time you're seeing the person that has physically hit you, has called you demeaning names every day, has controlled the money so you don't have any money. So it's the first time you're walking to court, you're nervous, you don't know what to expect because no one's told you what court process is like, and the other side has an attorney. So suddenly, another attorney is coming up to you and saying, well, I represent your husband, your boyfriend, whoever it is, and how about you agree to this? And kind of pressuring you into an agreement where you might not know what all your options are. You might agree to something just because you're scared. But having an attorney there means that someone's telling you, okay, wait a minute, here's all your options. And by letting you know what your options are and what the pros and cons of each option are, you can make an informed decision regarding what's best for you at this point in time. So it's really giving someone more advantage when they go into court, in the sense that they know what their options are, and you can talk about what that means for their safety.
They put a roof over my head. The Women's Resource Center gave me a place to live for a year. They helped me make sure I gave my son a good Christmas. They gave food, clothes, because, you know, coming from a fire, you have to start over. You have nothing but the clothes on your back. And they help you rebuild yourself, rebuild your life step by step.
I would invite everyone who sees this video to really seriously consider supporting this campaign. It's great work. It's helping people in crisis who really need a hand. And I just think it's life-giving work.
I believe that I'm alive today because of God and help with the Women's Resource Center. So please help with it. It's much needed.
I would ask that everyone give as much as they can to the Women's Resource Center Capital Campaign. Every dollar that they raise stays locally to help support their great work and to expand upon their great work. Sometimes we don't know what women are suffering from locally. They could be our family members, our friends, our co-workers. And the work that the Women's Resource Center does helps these women to get over their crisis. But they can't do that unless they have the support of the public. And the support of the public, the way that we can give back to our community and give back to helping individuals in need, is to donate money so that the good people at the Women's Resource Center can do their great work.
The Women's Resource Center is launching a very special fundraising campaign where our goal is to raise $2.5 million so that we can ensure future programs of the agency. Please join us in supporting the Women's Resource Center's capital campaign. You can consider making a 1 to 3 year pledge. All of the gifts that we receive as part of this campaign will go directly into helping adults and children that are victims of domestic violence and sexual abuse. Your gift will make our community safer. Thank you.